Welcome to exam sales video on Alibaba ACA Cloud Computing Certification Exam Syllabus. In this video, we'll break down the exam domains and topics to help you prepare for your certification. The Alibaba ACA Cloud Computing Certification Exam is divided into 7 domains, with the largest portion, 31%, dedicated to Elastic Compute Service, or ECS, then 18% to Server Load Balancer, or SLB, and Object Storage Service, or OSS, respectively, followed by 10% for Relational Database Service, or RDS, and Alibaba Cloud Security Services and Cloud Monitor, then 8% for Auto-Scaling, or AS, and finally, 5% for Cloud Computing General Knowledge. Let's start with Elastic Compute Service, or ECS, which covers core compute resource provisioning, management, and lifecycle maintenance. You'll learn about ECS instance lifecycle and status transitions, instance families and selection criteria, ECS regions and availability zones, subscription versus pay-as-you-go billing models, preemptible instances and reserved instances, and public and private IP address management. Additionally, you'll be studying ECS storage and networking, including block storage types, disk performance categories, disk attachment, detachment, and resizing, snapshot mechanisms and data consistency, security group rules and stateful filtering, and VPC networking versus classic network differences. Next, you'll explore Server Load Balancer, or SLB, which focuses on traffic distribution and application high availability, SLB architecture and core components, classic load balancer versus application load balancer, listener configurations for Layer 4 and Layer 7, scheduling algorithms, session persistence and cookie management, and certificate management for HTTPS listeners are all covered in this domain. You'll also learn about backend management and health checks, including backend server pools and weight settings, health check parameters, health check protocols, and troubleshooting abnormal health check statuses. Object Storage Service, or OSS, is the third domain, focusing on unstructured data storage, security, and lifecycle management. You'll study OSS architecture and concepts, including OSS components, data redundancy mechanisms, storage classes, object naming conventions and size limits, and strong consistency and data durability features. Then, you'll learn about OSS operations and security, including bucket and object level ACL, RAM policy versus bucket policy configurations, lifecycle management rules, static website hosting and CORS configuration, data security, and OSS utilities. Relational Database Service, or RDS, is the next domain, covering managed database deployment, scaling, and maintenance. You'll learn about supported database engines, RDS editions, primary and read-only instance architectures, RDS instance scaling, and read-write splitting via database proxies. Additionally, you'll study RDS security and backup, including whitelist configurations, automated and manual backup strategies, point-in-time recovery procedures, database monitoring and performance optimization, and SQL injection protection and security auditing. Alibaba Cloud Security Services and Cloud Monitor is the fifth domain, focusing on infrastructure security posture and system performance monitoring. You'll learn about the security product portfolio, including anti-DOS Basic versus anti-DOS Pro features, web application firewall protection layers, security center, and cloud security shared responsibility model. Then, you'll study Cloud Monitor and alerting, including Cloud Monitor metrics, threshold-based alert rule configuration, dashboard customization, event-based monitoring and automation, and notification contacts and contact groups. Next, you'll explore Auto-Scaling, or AS, which covers dynamic resource adjustment based on demand. You'll learn about scaling groups, scaling configurations and launch templates, scaling rules, scheduled tasks and predictive scaling, scaling activities and cooling off periods, and integration with SLB and RDS whitelists. Finally, the Cloud Computing General Knowledge domain covers foundational cloud concepts and Alibaba Cloud Global Infrastructure. You'll learn about the 5 essential characteristics of cloud computing, service models, deployment models, virtualization basics, and Alibaba Cloud Global Region and Zone Architecture. That's a summary of the Alibaba ACA Cloud Computing Certification Exam Syllabus. By understanding the domains and topics covered, you will be well prepared to take on the exam and advance your career in cloud computing.